Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Don't know how long for. Maybe not for long at all. I don't know. I don't feel too well, if I'm being honest. I wanted to play on Red Dead Redemption, but I thought better of it, you know. What's up? You okay? You fantastic? You doing really well? What's up? Excuse me, I'm just sharing the stream, friends. I'm just sharing the stream. I need to go to Rich Mitch Uploads because I am Rich Mitch and this is my upload at everyone. Yes! Fantastic. Doing really well. Oh, God. I've got shingles, friends. I've got fucking shingles. The fuck, I hear you say. And how right you are. I'm absolutely fucking crippled with it. I'm very itchy. The guy was like, I had to speak to the pharmacist, and he was like, "Oh, God, you look terrible." I was like, "Cheers for that." And he was like, "Let's have a look at this rash." Because I tried to get in touch with the doctor, and the doctors are closed for a day on Thursday. How nice. Fucking bellends. What the fuck is the point of being a doctor when you're closed for the weekend? The fucking bellends. Anyway, doctors. I went to the pharmacy because the pharmacist's qualified to do stuff on a minor scale. I said, "Look at this rash, you." And he said, "I will look at this rash, you." And he looked at it and he was like, "Well, it could be a fungal infection, but I don't think it is." I was like, "It better not be. You got any fucking fungal infection?" He said, it is in fact shingles." And I was like, "Oh, fuck off." Because I knew as soon as he said it. Shingles. How fun. So that's where we're at, friends. That is where we are at. Hi. Hello. Just checking this is you. Sending some perfume to someone, so I'm just checking that. Just checking this is you. It's me, Rich Mitch, from my Rich Mitch email. Some fucker asked me if fucking Ramsey was coming back again yesterday. I fucking nearly blew a gasp. Pretty sure that's why I've got the shingles, to be fair. Like, you wanker, fuck off. Also, I did something fucking mental this week and wore the same perfume twice. Not 2 days in a row. But yeah, I've fucking done it by mistake. Didn't realise I'd done it. Then I did. Let's have a look. Who's here? Oh, super chat. First super chat of the day. How fun. Jordan Albro says, "Wow, I've never been first." Well, you were first, yes, but let's see. Sean P. Dushan, welcome. Super chat from Germs. Was having quack withdrawal. Yes, I was having was I having withdrawal? I'm in a kind of strange place because I feel pretty poorly, but there's this kind of sweet spot, you know? There's this kind of sweet spot with feeling poorly that you kind of like ascend to another plane. You're still well enough to do shit and operate, but like your mind's like, it's almost like derealization. I'm not in the same fucking universe as everyone else. Excuse me. So, yes, welcome and thank you for the super chat, Germs. That's very kind. A very kind super chat from Germs. I can now ship to America, friends. A friend has facilitated me shipping to America. So I have a list of perfumes, a long list of perfumes. which I will be selling. I haven't come up with prices yet. I'm kind of negotiating on the hoof. You know, if somebody wants some stuff, then we can do a hoo jar. You know, what do you call it? I don't know what you call it. Or we can do a negotiation. A bundle is the word I'm looking for. Dushan's wearing clear velour. Jordan's wearing violet taunt. On the fence about it. Much prefer Levant 31. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yes, don't get shingles. Fuck's sake. Bloke I work with has it now. Careful, apparently it's quite infectious, like. And if you get shingles and you haven't had measles, then you're in bother, apparently. Tam10, hello. Welcome, Christina. Fun gal infection. I've been infected by a few fun gals, have you? What's up, Uniquest? How are you? Hello to the fungal infection. No fungal infection, unfortunately, but shingles ahoy. Yes. It's really funny because it's on my arm and it's like in a straight line. And I've had shingles before, obviously, with having like the fucking immunosuppression and shit, you know. But I've not. I just didn't suss it. I knew I'd been feeling like the last few days, you know. Shingles off of the roof, mate. Wee. Christina, appreciation for the latest comments on Duck Channel. Yes. Good evening, hot stuff, says Mo. Can't be here for long, just saying. That was quite a good price you've got on that tea for two. I don't know if you can see before you, friends, but I've removed quite a few fragrances. I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it on the at the end of the month when I do the rotation. I just thought bollocks. I can't be arsed. I'm in a very kind of. I don't know. I'm in a strange place. My head's not right. Hello. How are you? How is Alfie Conker? I can't see my chat. Where the fuck's it gone? What have I done? Come back. Where are you? What the fuck is going on? There it is. Mediking, welcome. Sensible Thoughts says, spray the night on to defeat the shingles. This is not medical advice. Hello. I'm going to refer you to the fucking GMB for that. Dior Homme Cologne dibs. Yes, you can. It's yours now. What I would do is I would get together with a few people and get a bundle, get like a package of like 7, 8, 9, 10 perfumes. It's 80 quid to be shipped to America all in. And then you've got to pay the tariffs and the taxes. Don't come at me with shit like, oh, I can't pay the tariffs and the taxes because I'll come over there myself and beat the piss out of you. And yes, I will. Yes, but there are perfumes I own that you can't get. And there are prices you can't beat. You probably can, but you're not going to, are you? Uniquest is bundle. That's a good word. Yes, it is a good word. A good bundle. I've bought many a bundle in my time. There's 5 fake Parfum d'Empire bottles on UK eBay. Absolutely disgusting. Welcome, Bilbo. DMS, hello. You're wearing Art Profumis Sin Tempore. Andrej, welcome. Where's the chat, says Rudy. Someone stole the chat. It's all gone. Indeed. Amazing choice, Duchamp, says Chris. I have Quiblure coming in tomorrow. Hope all is well, says Chris Moore. Wearing Solange. Solange is quite good. I enjoyed Solange. I've got Varric. I've got a bottle of Warwick that I never wear. And it's so oily and saffron. It's like saffron oil. It's madness. Smells flammable. I'm going to complain about taxes and tariffs threatening to beat people when my What? Sorry, I'm fucking all over the shop. I'm not sure how long I'm going to last on this, to be honest. I'm going to complain about taxes and tariffs just to get a visit from the duck. Yes, that's right. What a lovely time to join the chat. Well, my brother is threatening to beat people up, says Mr. K. He is, yes. He has the shingles, and it's gone to his brain. You know? It's gone to his brain. I got Comme des Garçons Trois bottle today, the transparent pebble bottle. A very odd but unique scent. Absolutely. Welcome, Jonathan. Please like the stream, friends. Please like the stream. That's a good price. Is it full? I don't know. Oh, my Sheila. So I will read off the list of things that I'm selling. I'm not going to pull them up because they're in the drawer now. So we have a 200ml Derby, a vintage Koros, 100ml Parfums Core, and a Gucci PPR at 90ml. Mikasa by Rochas, that's 95 of 100ml. We have Calvin, the original Calvin. Scandalous, nobody's picked that up. It's like 75, 80ml. Mazzoni Uomo, it's full, that's a big vintage fragrance. Vintage Jules, it's 100ml. Infusion Dom, 50ml. Boss number 1 Euro Cost, it's like 120 of 125ml. Opium Secret de Parfum, full, 50ml. Vintage Girl on Vetiver, 125ml. Why? Don't understand, no one's picked that up either. Vintage Absolute Paul Soir, I beg your pardon. 65 of 70ml, like 5ml missing maybe. Surprised no one's bought that either. Davidoff, the original Davidoff perfume, friends. The original Davidoff. What the fuck? Why does no one want that? Ambre 114 by Histoire de Parfum. It's like 70 quid. I want for that. 60, 70 quid. What the fuck? Vintage Ambre Precieux. Vintage Camel. There's a fake bottle of Vintage Camel on British eBay. Don't buy that shit. It's fake. Feeling Man. I've got like 60, 70ml of that by Gilles Sander. I've got Vintage Body Koros. I'm saying there's 70% in that. Could be more. I don't know. It's difficult to think. It's a weird bottle, you know. Where am I? Also Jacques Noir. I've got like 95 of 100ml left there. Enigme. Pierre Cardin Enigme. I've got 2 bottles of that. One's the full 110ml. And the other's I've got about 40 of 60ml in the other one. Versailles Pour Homme, 110ml. It's been decanted into a sprayer though. I'll send you the bottle too. Vintage Le Troisième Homme, 100ml. Then I've got the 4 Etro splashes. That's Vetiver, Goma even, Ambra and Sandalo. I've got the original Diesel fragrance. Again, I'm shook nobody's bought that. It's a proper 90s classic. Might have been released in the 80s, but you know what I'm saying. Vintage Amen. Got an 85 of 100ml, and then I've got a 50ml refill as well, which is sealed. Vintage Charles of the Ritz Opium, 69ml, lol, 69ml. Basile Uomo in box, 100ml. Vintage Costume National Homme, EDP, that is a 95 of 100ml. I've got the Issey Miyake Summer 2009 Eau de Et. That's about 115 of 125ml. And last but not least, I've got Opium Pour Homme 50ml Vintage. I haven't decided on prices for them yet. I mean, just come at us with like fucking suggestions. If you take the piss, I'll fire you into the sun. People coming at us like saying, oh, like I'll give you like 50 quid for that. I'm like, yeah, I know you would. What you gonna? That's for the cap. You're gonna pay for the rest of the bottle, bitches. Fragrance time. I can send it to you. It's just 80 quid for shipping, that's all. Get other people in. Get other people in a group together. Combine yourselves. And get a haul. Make it worth it. Share the shipping. And then you'll get money off the fragrances too. I have Balafra by Lancôme in my pocket. Let's try it. It's a strange place for it, man. I'm also feeling man today. It is what it is, says Dale. Well, if you want to feel man, you feel man. That's up to you. Splinter 47, hello Rich. Happy Thursday, hello. How you doing? I have deep vintage of Boss #1 made in Germany coming soon. Looking forward to it. That's what this one is. It's Eurocos. I'm also feeling man today. I can't get over that. Is this an auction? No, I'm just making people aware. You know, everybody's like, oh wow, I'd love to buy that. That's amazing. That's fantastic. And then when they actually fucking can, they're like, Alfie Conker says, why have you taken everything off eBay, Rich? You've only got 2 bottles on there now. I've taken everything off there. Well, I haven't. No, that's not true. I haven't taken anything off there. eBay did. eBay's got the software now. You know? I thought somebody had reported us. Turns out fucking eBay's just a dick. You know? Absolute nightmare. I noticed after selling a bunch of vintage fragrances, only the big releases are easy to sell at a good price. Chanel, Hermes, Guerlain, it really is. YSL too, yeah. I would have thought somebody would snap up the Derby. Like, I'm genuinely surprised nobody's gone for the Derby after everything people have said, you know? Nobody's bought it. Got fucking vintage Koros left as well, but people are like, oh yeah, I'll give you like 100 quid for it. And I'm like, yeah, I bet you will, you fucking slag. You know what I mean? It's not a good time to sell either. It's people are just like, wow, I'm struggling, and they are. I am. Everyone is. It's one of the reasons I'm having to sell the fragrances, frankly. It's just it just is what it is, you know. I thought somebody who maybe did decants might have bought the Derby because it's like a splash. It's 200ml. You could probably double or treble your money on it if you did like 10 mils of vintage Derby. But I don't know who fucking does shit like that. Yeah, it's weird. The selling place is really strange, you know. People just want things for next to fucking nothing. And it's like, I know what these are worth, I know what they are, but also that if they're not selling, it's obviously not what they're worth. Do you know what I'm saying? So you've always got to bear that shit in mind. I've been trying to sell a Vetiver Porel girl on for a year. Jonathan would buy that. Jonathan. Oh, no, I don't know if Jonathan would buy that. Jonathan's got that, is what I want to say. Let me show you my scent of the day, friends. It's a fucking belter. I am loving this. Encre Noire à l'extrême. I'm fucking waxing. It's been pissing down for fucking 6 weeks. Yeah, Jonathan's got it. Yeah. That, and I immediately in my shingle-addled mind linked Jonathan with Vetiver Porel, and I thought, oh yeah, Jonathan will like it. And then I thought, hang on a minute, hasn't he the one that told us that it's great? I can't be buying any perfume at the minute. I've kind of shat the bed with the Gallop as well. I've got the Gallop. If anybody wants a bottle of Gallop, I've got 6 people watching it on the eBay, and it's sealed, you know. And the woman rang us the other day, and she was like, oh, I've got more. I was like, aye, sound aye. You know what I mean? It's like having a fucking drug dealer ring you in. They're like, you know that really good stuff you got last time? Like, yeah. Like, yeah. You know how, like, there wasn't, like, ever going to be any more of it? Yeah. Yeah, we've got loads more. Do you want some? Not massively. Oh, you better get it. You never know when it'll come back. Fucking bastards. You know what I mean? People, man. Rudy says, all that money printing chicken's coming home to roost. I do hope you have some sort of hedge against this fucking money printing malarkey. It's going to get a lot worse. You know, we're headed towards fucking hyperinflation with the old fucking orange man in office. He wants lower interest rates. He's got that fucking Lutnick bloke fucking clucking. I'm not getting into too deep into politics other than to say shit's happening. And I hope you're all fucking, I hope you've all got like your hands on stuff that you can actually fucking, you know, trade for whatever it is that passes for new money. It's all going to be tokenized, like, so they can watch what you're doing. That's what the AI thing's for. It's for, like, everybody thinks they're suppressed now, man. Wait until the AI comes in. Just learned about RFID. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I think conspiracy theories are fucking hilarious. Like, just a bunch of paranoid ramblings by lunatics. But these things are actual, like, you know, like the things I'm talking about here are like facts. You know what I mean? RFID. Look it up. I can't believe I'm about to say this out loud. There's microchips in the tyres now. You know the tyres you get for your cars? There's microchips in each of them, and they've got the technology by the roads to see when the microchips drive past so they know where you're at. Even if you turn off your fucking, even if you turn off, or like pull the SIM card out of your car, because your car's got a SIM card as well. Madness. 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 The Ness is mad. Look into that if you don't believe us. Oh, Mr. Zanshin, what the fuck? Broke my ankle last night. My mate, I've got a mate who broke his ankle recently, not just like in general, you know, it wasn't like 20, oh God, my mate broke his ankle, no. Broke my ankle last night at the ER. Nurse said I smell great. Royal Oud still works, just not as long. Well, I'll tell you what, mate, right? At least it was worth it, because you got a compliment, you know? Which bones are best to break to get compliments from nurses? It's a video in there. I'll make £3 making that video. I tried to sell decants of Derby. It was like selling ice cream in the dead of winter. I buy ice cream in the dead of winter. A lot of the pandemic collectors have stopped collecting. Yeah, it's the same with everything, really. Like, everybody's kind of fucked off. A lot of money's disappeared as well, you know? A lot of money's disappeared. Everything was, like, fucking cheap and cheerful, and everyone's like, yeah, I'll have more of that, you know? It'll come back. It'll come back. Oh, fuck, it always does. Where are we? Let's get a video soon with you. We miss you. Yes, we do. Trade for silver. Silver took a massive shit with its clothes on today, Rudy. I don't know if you saw that. I'm heavily into watching these markets. Like, I think it's incredibly fucking interesting. Like, I think it's incredibly interesting. It's that you're watching it. Have you heard about that Jian Biming? Jian Bianming. Or Bianjiming, that's it. BIAN space XIMING. He shorted about 400 million ounces of silver. The mad bastard. Like, he's got like paper holdings of about 400 million ounces of silver. That's why the price keeps shitting itself. It's mental. It's mental to just behold these wild... It's like the ultimate reality TV, you know? Apart from politics, but we're trying to stay clear of that absolute cesspit. Vintage Pasha the Cartiers. Welcome. That's Jay Smooth. That is our live and breathe. It is Jay Smooth. I was right. I knew it. I knew it. Ha. Ooh. I've pressed the wrong button, sorry. I kind of feel like I'm in a bit of a fever dream, you know? I feel like I'm in a bit of a fever dream with the old, being ravaged by the old shingles, but not to worry. That's true. Dude, James has hit the nail on the head. Like, he's, a lot of the pandemic collectors are fucked off. Like, they haven't just stopped collecting, they're selling off. If you look, a lot of people Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. A lot of people are just selling off. I mean, myself included. I'm sitting here saying that, but a lot of people are just selling everything they've got. Like, you know. Jonathan, let's get a video. Yes, we do. Encre Noir Extreme is very good. Love that shit so much. Love it. I've really, really enjoyed Encre Noir when I've worn it recently. So good. So good. It just, when you put it on, it's just like, that's fantastic. It's like dark green, but with a bit of like liveliness to it, you know? It's like new green growth with the cypress and the vetiver. Fantastic. Unique Street. I thought that said Uniquest. What the fuck is wrong with me? Unique Street. Beg your pardon. Wouldn't never trade any of my vintage fragrances for anything new. God, no. Jesus, don't do that. Trade for silver, says Titan Musk. Yeah, get yourselves into silver. Buy any silver. I think in America they call it constitutional silver. It's like junk silver. Buy any silver. If you can afford it, buy gold. This is not financial advice. Everything entertainment purposes and all that crap. Gold and silver, especially silver, because they need it for them Samsung batteries. And they need it for solar panels in China. It's all heading east. If you look, right, on the Shanghai exchange, right, it opens at about 11 o'clock at night UK time. So you're talking 6 o'clock in New York, right? About 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard in America. Watch every day. There's a little spike at about 6, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time when Shanghai opens, because they are paying 20% over the top of whatever the top American price is, or the top British price, the Western price, let's call it, because they're absolutely desperate for it. They need the metal for their industry, you know? They need metal for their industry. The COMEX is going to go bust. It's only got about 98 million ounces left inside it. And there's 400, 500 million ounces that everybody's got a claim on, right? So they've oversold by a factor of 5. All the short, it's coming up to March, which is a big month, whereas January and February are small months, right? What they've done is they've tried to manipulate the market to get all the small investors and the short investors to get the fuck out. So they just give up their holdings and cut their losses, to try and make up for the fact that they just don't have the physical metal to cover the calls, like from industry. Like, fucking madness. It started digital ID is the beginning. I'm not having a digital ID. I mean, if I disappear, right, it's because I've refused to sign up for digital ID. And when I say disappear, I don't mean like died, I mean taken into the fucking woods and buried. You know what I mean? I mean, like, literally, like, if I can't access the internet because I don't have digital ID, so be it. See you. I'm just not having it. Fuck that. Fuck that. Mega Tafira, is the Extreme worth getting if you've got the OG? I've got all three of them. I've got all three of them. And it's wonderful and I love them. And none of them are redundant. So you wear Alexstrem in the winter and the autumn. It's got a bit more of an ambery base in there. You wear the Encre Noir in spring and mainly autumn, and you wear the Sport in the summer, or even in the spring. They're all, the darker one's a little bit better for the winter. The heavier one's a bit better. The lighter one's a bit better for the summer, but they all kind of merge in between. You know. Kelly gonna have a mild tax. Yes. Top 10 bones to drop pant. Top 10 bones to break the drop panties, says Meter. Break your ankles before you spray them. Yeah. I didn't follow the price today. I took shit with its clothes on in the fucking afternoon, my time, so it would have been about 10, 11 o'clock. Lost it was about £10. So you're talking, what, $15? James the Irish Poet. Mitch, Tom Ford question. Welcome, Iceberg Slim. Excuse me, I've got an itchy arm. Because I've got the fucking virus. I've got the horrible fucking chicken pox. Ever heard of these 7.5 ml dabbers? No, they're everywhere. I'm inclined to believe they're fixed. To your knowledge of Tom Ford at any time? No. I've never seen them before. I've never seen those before in my life. Someone else might know better. Not me. Bruce says, yeah, they're getting the paper to manipulate the price, but I'm a believer if it's not real, if you don't hold the actual metal, you don't have enough of it, and banks will give you loans on it. Yep. Absolutely. Totally agree. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. If you can't fucking feel it, doesn't matter where you're keeping it, you could be keeping it off-site, you could be keeping it in I'd be a bit fucking, I'd be a bit wary of keeping it in a bank, but you know. Wherever you're keeping it, if you can't get access to it, it's not yours. It's the best enclave, in my humblest of opinions, says DMS. I tried like hell to ship perfume overseas. I can ship to you. I can ship to you fragrance time. If you wish to buy vintage perfumes, please let me know. There's a good chance I'll sell you some. Which I was going to ask you in Grimm's Discord, actually. Grimm's? Who's Grimm? Scent of the Past, welcome. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I've been enjoying Scent of the Past's channel recently. If somebody could post the link to his channel, I would appreciate it. Welcome to Vine, how are you? At 25 quid a bottle or less, Enclave Noir could be the greatest bargain of all time. It's certainly up there. It's right up there. The fact that you can buy those that you could buy those perfumes at that is just astonishing. Like, just absolutely fucking bananas how cheap and how much perfume you get for that. And the bottle's better than most bottles out there. I mean, it's a pig to use. Like, it just smells so fucking good. It reminds me of a very specific time. Me and Richie G sitting in Starbucks smelling perfumes 7 o'clock at night. Wonderful. These 7.5 ml Tom Fords have quite the argument online, but I can find nothing official on the verge of emailing Tom Ford directly to ask. Do that. It's a great idea. I bought some cheese and opened it. I bought some cheese at the weekend and opened it right today, and it was moldy as fuck. And I was like, whoa. So I emailed the brand. I was like, yeah, you fucking trying to poison us? Are you kidding? XDC, XRP, XLM, this is financial advice. Do not. That is not financial advice, friends. Do not, please. I was going to go to the fucking gym tomorrow and everything, but I'm obviously not if I've got shingles. I'll fucking kill some poor child. Where am I? I'd be careful of crypto, like, because I think crypto's a fucking a US military technology. Like, they've tried it to fucking. I think it's going to be the opposite of what they said it was going to be. Everything's going to be on a ledger. Everything's going to be on a fucking. Everything's going to be traceable, trackable, and they're going to turn off your ability to use your money if you don't behave in a certain way. And it's going to be very gentle. It's going to be very quiet. And no one's going to get hurt. And everyone's just going to be a good little boy and girl. There was a bottle of Sport on a Tino with a damaged box for $9.66. Crazy work. Can't believe you've got about Enclave to go. For shame. I don't really count that as I haven't smelled it either. Is there anybody got any samples of that shit? Yeah, I mean, that absolutely helps. Of course, they are still heavily fake, but I'm sure at least to know they were made at some time. I got mine from Holt Renfrew as a gift with purchase. No way. A dabber. A 7.5 ml dabber. That's outrageous. Leave a comment on my channel, mate. If you leave a comment on my channel, I'll send you my email address. You can talk to us there. 1-800-CALL-DUCK. Link what channel? It is... Where are you, sir? I saw you just back up here. Scent of the Past. I'll do that right now. Oh, I've got an itchy finger. Oh, where am I? I keep pressing buttons and my phone's not working, man. Come on now. What am I doing? Scent of the past. Go to channel. Share. Copy link. Back to my channel. So I've got to talk everything out. Like, it's clear signs of ADHD. Like, it's outrageous. There it is, friends. I've posted it. Please go and subscribe to our friend, Scent of the Past. I can also ship to Europe, if that type of thing interests you. You know, if you live in the Europe. I can't explain how I feel. I literally feel as though I feel a bit high. You know, like when you're unwell and you get like a buzz at first, like you get a little bit feverish. I feel like that. Balafra. Take Benadryl. I can't take Benadryl when I'm on gabapentin and all sorts. Richard, you're gonna test the barman soon. When I recover, I'm gonna have some time off. I think I need a rest. Like, I was gonna game and stream tonight, but I'd have been on for ages. I think I'm only gonna do an hour tonight because I feel weird. You know, I feel a bit rough. I'm not taking poison tonight. I was all ready to take poison tonight, and then I looked down at my arm and I was like, "Ooh, brother, ooh, what the fuck are you? Get off, fool!" But yeah, I've drawn up this list of the stuff that I'm looking to sell. I've got it all put in a particular place, and I'm thinking about like all of that carry on. And then I was thinking to myself the other day, I'm going to do that with the spring and summer rotation as well. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm going to do that with the spring and summer rotation as well. And then when I've done that, I'm going to actually catalogue the collection. I think I'm going to catalogue. I'm going to do what Jonathan did, and that's going to take fucking time, let you know. Awful. Oh, like the stream. Please like the stream, friends. The stream needs likes. Because the thing is, right, I've got loads of backups, so I want to catalogue them, right? And I want to catalogue my autumn and winter stuff. And I want to catalogue my spring and summer stuff, my autumn and winter stuff, my spring and summer stuff. And then I want to do like my backups and like miscellaneous stuff. So that first list's the stuff that I've decided I want to sell. And I can just put that to one side and wait till they're sold. The other stuff, don't know. Don't know what I'm going to do. What am I going to do? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Adrian Colour, how are you? Big yawn. That's me. Hello, Adrian Colour. Thank you for joining us. How are you? Oh my god. Who's mentioning the yawns? I will not take Benadryl. I'm already served yawn. I am honoured to have you as a subscriber. I've seen hours of you and Ramsey discussing fragrances on stream. Let me advertise myself since my brother will never do it. Oh. And there's Jonathan. Jonathan says pen and paper. Yes, pen and paper. We don't do things digitally. I want to write things down like a human. You know, I want a physical copy of said words. You know, so. Oh god. wore the same fragrance twice this week. I wore it on Monday and I wore it on Wednesday. And it was a mistake. But it was okay because I liked the fragrance. And today I wore Encre à la Crème. I also released a couple of videos this week. I released the Hermes unboxing. And I released the Le Labo unboxing. The people were shook, surprised, agog, aghast. Goosey. Contagious yawn. Shots fired, says Jonathan. Yeah, that's a good content. Welcome often licked. Yeah, the yawning content. Some people are really into that, you know. Best yawning fragcom has been the shout many a time. Don't suppose anybody watched Mo's video on Seldomly Often yesterday, did you? There was a discussion about like what like fragcom tells itself about what's the best version of which perfume. I think it's a worthy conversation to have, but I can't help feeling that I've had this conversation a number of times. You know, the best version of a fragrance is the one you like the most. Really, you know, that is my onion. That is my onion, and I'm sticking to it. Kind of disagree with parts and agree with others. That is life. Lily threatened us with unsubscription yesterday. I was fucking mortified. Small. Oh, my Sheila. Oh, my shingles. Grisly man of good rich thoughts on antidote. Pass. It's been such a long time. It's been such a long time since I've smelled it. Sprayed on girl on Tonka Serapia today. That 50 ml for 500 quid extra. Starts off quite nice, but dries down way too sweet and one-dimensional. Disappointed in Guerlain as a brand recently. Rich's first fragrance will be called Yawn. Hydration. Yawn. Shingle. Shingle. That's what Michaela should have called her brand. Shingle. Because it's for shingle men. Are you a shingle man? You fucking well are if you're watching that shit. In shell. Oh dear. Not an easy find, that antidote. No, it's not. It's difficult. I saw a bottle of Boss Spirit the other day, and it had come down considerably. It was like 140 quid for a bottle, and I was like, "Oh, that's not that bad." I remember when they were going for 300. Last year, I had a 2009 bottle of Patchouli 24, but I sold it. I went out and made some weird stuff. Wonder who her inspirations were. I mean, Patchouli 24. I mean, I got a lot of views and a lot of people looking for that Violette 30. Like a lot of people who I didn't know, they weren't the usuals, you know. Like, it was a lot of strange new people talking about stuff. Like 50% of the viewers were 50% of the viewers, well, it wasn't, it was more like 45, and 45% of the viewers weren't subscribers, which is highly unusual for me. It's usually more like 15 or 20 for me. So there's about 600 people found my channel that had never seen it before, or watched the video that had never subscribed, the bastards. Oh. Got my hands on an OG Amen Strength Craft Power Spin Clap. I might take that assist some of me out summer 2009 too, mate. Anything you want, mate. Anything you want. I suppose us having a hobby of collecting fragrances is saying that we like to hold possessions in our hand. Yes, I would say it's very particular with fragrances as well. Most collectors, I would say, like to have things held in their hand because they like to just, it's not a financial thing for us. It's a have and hold. It doesn't matter what you collect because you want to have it, A lot of people find it easier to make sense of the world through things. And it's a very valid position to have, It just depends what things you like. But I think fragrances are very particular because it's not just a question of possession. It's a question of possession, loss, because you use it, right? But also retention, because you can, I haven't thrown away any of the bottles that I've finished so far. I've got 2 bottles of tobacco oud. I've got a bottle of Pavarotti. I've got loads of stuff that I've finished. I haven't thrown the bottles away yet. So part of it, because you've got 2 separate parts of it, you've got the juice and the bottle. So it's like it's not as simple as just collecting fragrances. Also, when you use them, they're extremely stimulating, but they're fleeting as well. It's such an interesting, complex sort of thing. As you said, if you can't hold it, you don't own it. No matter if you bought it, DHL can always lose it before delivering it to you. And what do you own then, eh? You own a broken heart, You own a broken heart. Alicia, welcome. I smelled that Violette 30 today, says Often Licked. It's super papery, powdery, violet-y, irisy thing with a big carrot note. Dries down, woody, musky, pleasant though. Did you get what I meant about it being a little bit like Irisandra? It's got that same violet kind of vibe, just without the out-and-out iris. Very interesting. It does definitely have a paper thing, though. Very papery. Think about this once in a while. When you reach Hollywood status, I'm not going to Hollywood. It's a shithole. Did they take the papyrus note from Santal 33 from Violet 30? That one has very wood flooring, paper, dry smell. Pass. I'm not a Labo fan, if I'm being honest. I bought that lavender one because I'm a big lavender fougere, lavender amber kind of fan, if that makes sense to you. We should really be collecting money instead of perfume. Not fiat currency. If you've got cash in the bank, spend it on assets. Buy assets, house, fucking metal, things you'll be able to actually, things like we've been talking about, things you can have and hold, because you're fucking fiat currency. Do you know fiat? It doesn't stand FIAT, right? Fiat in Latin means literally let it be, as in it's just made from nothing, comes from nothing, means nothing. It's a promise, it's a whisper, it's a myth, a legend, a hint. It's not real, So if you get the money, you get paid in money, swap it as soon as you can for whatever it is you can. To me, the day and setting I first tried fragrance also determines. Yeah, exactly. And which version of the fragrance? I'm a big proponent of the fact that if you smell, say you smell the third version, the third formulation of a perfume, and that's the first time you smell it, you'll always remember it you'll always harken back to that. Now, you can change your mind, of course, and you can develop and all of that sort of thing. So good. But I think that first impressions that's why I do first impressions videos, because it's really interesting to come back and see the amount of questions I get. The most asked question I get on my channel is somebody commenting on a video saying, do you still feel the same way you did about this perfume as when you made the video? Whether it's a review or it's a first impression. Really interesting. A lot of the time I say, look, I just can't remember. If it's a first impression, I didn't buy it. I just say, look, I can't remember. Can't even remember what I said. So that kind of says everything, you know. Maybe I would like it again if I smelled it again. I'm going to do them Filippo Solcinellis. You know, really good brand. We'll see what happens there. I've got them Balmain. I've got the MDCIs. Feels daunting at the minute because I'm fucked. I'm only going to stay around for an hour. I'm not feeling great at all. Like, I feel poorly. James has a good point. That's about time. I haven't smelled it as Sandra, but yeah, it's irisy, dry, and almost chalky as well. Reminds me of high quality Irish perfumes in the open. I can't believe you haven't smelled I can't believe you haven't smelled Iris Sandra. That's bonkers. Welcome Bushido. Instructions clear. Buy ass. Buy ass. Often I need to try Iris Sandra too, says James. You can buy even certain fragrances for investing purposes. Don't do that. LV hold the value as well as all the Surge and Chanel. Don't buy fragrances for investment purposes. That is. I love you, Spaced Out, but that's lunacy, mate. That's lunacy. Don't buy fragrances for investment purposes. My first buy of 2006 vintage Chanel Egoist, says Sean. That was your first buy of 2006, or your first buy of a vintage Chanel from 2006 as Egoist? You'll be able to tell the difference. I want to try the whole Good Sir range. Got my nose on new tobacco light, but I don't think I can wear it. It's too huge. One of the only tuberoses I've ever enjoyed. Quivalure sounds lovely. I think I got, what was it I got from Quivalure? Was it like Herod or something? Did you decide to buy that Salt and Passion Amber? No, I decided against it. No, I thought all of those, it's like usual with Salt and Passion. I thought it was really interesting and really cool and really high quality and well made, but not something I would wear. There is a richness to his perfumes that I find very rich, and it's just like having too many cakes. You know, it's almost like it's like, can you have too much of a good thing? But I would recommend everybody smelled them because he's very good. He is very, very good. It's just the fact that it's just nothing's taken me to the point. Sacred Scarab was, I would smell that every day. Must have smelled Sacred Scarab every day for about 9 months. Didn't buy it, but I just thought, I'm not going to be able to wear this. I just don't know when or how I would. There are other people out there who buy perfumes that are 10 times worse, that are like 50 times the price than stuff he makes. He's really good. I respect him massively. If he is entirely self-taught, he's one of the very few perfumers who's ever actually managed to do it properly. Hello, Bo Dominican York. Welcome. Often all of your corpus equus are turned into a purchase. Iris Sandra reminds me of stink bug, shield bug smell when they release when you step over them. Ooh. Gross. My guess is they meant 2026. I see. Unique Street says, got my hands on a bottle of vintage Girl on Spiritus Double Vanille. The dark juice, the vanilla is seconded on. And this is as expected. The Spiritus Double Vanille, the reason it's gone so dark is the vanillin. Vanillin, when you use it, when you first craft vanillin, it's one colour, a very light yellowish kind of colour, and it will continue to react and change colour the longer you have it. And it'll keep doing that. No matter how long or short you have it. that reaction carries on from the second that it is, like, formed, you know? All the stabilizers and all the world couldn't stop that from happening. It's just the colour. But vanillin does that, changes colour. That's why this juice, this was blue when I bought it. You know what I mean? This was blue when I bought it. It's fucking brown now. It's like a mauve brown, almost like a really light Coca-Cola. You know? Really strange, really odd. Not a hint of fucking blue left in it. But it was blue when I bought it. Crazy work. And it's the vanillin that's done that. Got my hands on a bottle of vintage girl. Oh, sorry, I've read that. Quiverleurs NG, all me goods, most easy to die. Scent. Wearing fragrance du bois, cannabis intense today, says Bo Dominican. Corpus Equus reminds me of a new Nike sneaker, that Chinese glue, and inside of the Chinese glue. Sacred Scarab. I adore Thebes. With the Zatars, I find them a bit too strong, maybe because of that quite high amount of synthetic musk in them. As far as I know, the most traditional Zatars do not use synthetic musk. Depends how traditional you want them, mate. Vanillin is clear before oxidation, is often liked. Shout out to Le Bleu becoming dark brown red in a few years. This is not a blue bottle. No, it's not, you're right. People are aging Kayali and chuffing themselves to bits when it turns brown because they're fucking stupid. Nothing will erode your faith in the human race quicker than human beings. Jesus Christ. Why are we like this? You know? What the fuck? We should really just ask for a do-over. Can we just, like, start again? You know? Can we just fucking start again? Isn't there a new This Is Not a Blue Bottle coming out? Possibly. It's a difficult sentence to read, that, mate. Senator of the Past says, I would like to hear your short take on Frederick Malhope again. Not very good. Not very good. Amberwood heck is what it is. Just amber woody. That desert gem line could have been great. Some of those were truly shit. I bought the night. I think that bottle of the night is the only one I would buy. Although I did buy the moon, but I sold it. I bought the moon and sold it, you know. I only lost about 40 quid on it. But this is the original version of the night, you see, because it's got the little label on. It's got the little label on. That label there. I bought this one on purpose. Yay! I don't think I would sell this. This is my oud fragrance. And it would take a lot of money. Fucking $2,000 this, you know. It's $2,000 this for that. $2,000 people are selling bottles in the night for. It's not even as good as the one I've got. God. Is Audrey Jane? Hello, Audrey Jane. Audrey Jane is also selling something. Did you get into that group I told you to join? I told my friend to accept you. I don't know if you did. Backbone of the 2016 250ml bottle of the night. That's a lot. That's a lot of goo. That is very smelly. Please don't ever drop that. I would have a heart attack if you did that, you know. I couldn't open the link. Oh no. Let me see if I can. Well, I'll do it after the stream. Reminders on. I need to wear patchouli patch and lidge. I need to wear patchouli patch. I love patchouli patch. Genuinely immense, like. Good evening. The child as well. The child as well. Oh. Well, I've gone an hour, friends. I feel rough. I feel very poorly. Don't get shingles, is all I can say. I feel pretty sick. I feel very tired, very sleepy. I've got a sore arm. It's itchy. I'm in a funny mood. And that's about it. So please like the stream. I hope you've all had a wonderful time. Sorry, Audrey Jane, I've decided to leave as soon as you came. But I haven't just decided that. I just feel rough. So that's all, friends. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking and commenting and keeping me company. I will see you all again soon.